Hello, everybody, and most welcome to our day 3 or evening 3 of the Dolphin Healing Playshop. And I would just like to invite you, the ones who are here with me right now, to write or to speak out what maybe what did you take away, but also what is it now that you bring into the circle. What is it that is keeping your mind or your heart busy? What do you want to have changed or strengthened or whatever? What is it that you bring into our healing circle? And you can just write it down or speak it out. Or is there anything from the first two meetings that we had that makes you think? So yes, just start, and the ones that watch the replay, maybe just do the same. Be aware of what is it right now, in what mood am I, what do I want to, because we know we are speaking here and now, but we know that time is a construct, and even space in reality is a bit different that we experience it. So even if you watch the replay, what we are saying now and the healing we are sharing is working beyond time. That's what I meant. So even if you are here with me now, you watch it maybe next week, you still will feel the energy. You still can just dive into it and connect again. That's the same reason why it works via internet, because this frequency is not dependent on us sitting in the same room at the same time. And that's a great gift that we were able to discover. So I'm happy to read or to listen to what you share.
I can share. What draws me here? Um, well, I didn't realize as much until the meditation last Tuesday. Feels like a year ago, but I've been looking forward to this so much. Um, is for the same reason I'm moving, I'm feeling like I have some dear people I love here, but I'm not very close friends here. Most of my close friends are in Europe and Canada. Um, and I thought, well, I would love to be somewhere. I need to be back by the sea. I'm in the mountains and I really miss the sea a lot. And then also to what I thought was I was using the word find my tribe, but after Tuesday, I realized it's finding my pod. And because I just feel so much, I can't really even put a word to it. But I did have uh it wasn't quite like a Vanessa's experience really touched my heart. And it was so beautiful to listen to. Wow. Um, but I did feel like I was swimming with a pod. And one of the things that felt really good besides being with them and playful, because I've always looked at dolphins and thought, they're propelled. They're not flapping wings. They're not, how are they moving at that rate? They're propelled by a force that is unseen, right? And that was so fun to be able to flip around and just be in such joy. And then when they swam off, it wasn't like I felt they're leaving me behind or I was so happy for them. I just was like, just be safe and have lots of fun.
Yeah,
And it was so nice to feel that I could be that
yeah.
instead of like some of the old, more human, like, wait for me, or are you
Mm-hmm.
coming back, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So that really blew my mind. And so did the first meditation. So I've been thinking this past couple of days about just joining whatever it is you're offering, and it's at the perfect time.
This is so beautiful. I will tell you a bit later today
Okay.
the options that you can join.
Okay.
Thank you
So
so much.
that's it. Thank you.
And it's just like joining us, yes, but it's also like, as you said, joining this part, joining this frequency, joining this um, way of thinking, way of living, way of vibrating, and it's very very cool to do that together. And actually, I wanted to tell you also on Tuesday, I had this in mind now. Speak it out. Maybe you want to get in touch with Ashley Dobbs. Did you hear his interview? Ashley Dobbs. No. He is in England, and he really has in mind. I mean, there are many conscious living groups going on, at least in Europe, but probably around the world. But he has this huge project of gathering a part of conscious people and create a living space. I can send you his email address, and I'm sure you can get in touch with him. Tell him that I gave you the address, and that will be fine.
Thank you.
It's always like, especially if you don't know yet where you want to go, or where is it that you want to live. I think it's good to talk to people like you tell us, and to talk to Ashley, and use the pod network
Network. Yeah.
to see where it calls you to be.
Yes.
Thank you. I really also have this vision, and I do believe, and Edith as well, we have this big vision of our dolphin house and dolphin space where we can live and heal and work together. So I really do believe that in the next future there will be some pod places for all of us. And I'm happy if at least one of them is by the sea.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, I play the lotto, so yes, I will be able to have you all there.
That's very good. I mean, you have to give universe a way to bring you the money.
Yeah. Yes, it can come any way, but
Anyway,
that's just one door I can open. And
that's true. That's very true. Thank you. I am reading. Perry says, happy to be here and open for Dolphin Connection as I read Joan Ocean's book and preparing to be in Bimini in July. This is so cool. And also as I'm taking right now Lindsay's homeopathic remedies that she has developed based on guidance from the dolphins. I am really curious to hear about that. This is cool. I'm glad, Judy, I'm glad to have met my dolphin. Loved the meditations. Such a gentle group. Thank you so much. I'd like clarity on my next step forward. Okay. Today we will, maybe that helps you, today we will talk a little bit more about things that have to do, that are related with the quantum space and with our vision of our, if I say the perfect self, it's a bit judgy, I don't mean that, but I don't know how to say it in English, like the next version of myself that I dream of from my heart, perfect from my heart being, you know what I mean? And from that perspective, we can often also look back and see what has been the next step when I was there. So we'll deal with that today a little bit more. Because it was also the dolphins and the whales, both of them actually. The dolphins, as I told you last time, showed me that they can, I don't know if I told you, I had another group yesterday. I get confused. Anyway, the dolphins in Hawaii showed me that they can change dimensions with their body, meaning they can appear and disappear. And this was the first time I became aware of that when I watched that. And the truest self, thank you, this is very beautiful, the truest self, yes. And but what the whales also told me is that everything is so connected. So what we experience as Earth, as much as inner Earth, and inner Earth also has its portals to the oceans and to the cosmic space. So it's all very connected. And so it started that they introduced me to different dimensions, different beings, but only beings that are in this very similar frequency band as they are, and that are committed to the highest source and love and light. So they actually led me not only like how could we humans move forward in a peaceful, loving way, but also how could we use knowledge or connections to the whole field, to the quantum field, to make life easier for us. So that is what we just talk about today. But before we, like cats? What do you mean, Vanessa? Like cats?
The changing dimensions that you were sharing about the dolphins that able to, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The cat also.
The cats do also, yes.
Yeah.
But not so often with their body. But they do, that's right, they do. And they bring in frequencies and information again for us. So before we continue, let us just get all together ready. Maybe your feet can stand on the ground and your back is straight. You can close your eyes or have them open as you wish. And you breathe with a focus to your heart. And you may want to smile to tell your whole body, your being, I'm fine. This is also a part here and I'm fine. And I am connecting to my truest self. It's like a puzzle. This is another bit to connect with my truest self. And the dolphins and whales are very good guides or guardians on the way there. You want to know that always when you are with dolphins and whales, you are protected. This is important. So with a smile in our face, we breathe and we wander through our body, like saying hello to our beautiful body from the inside, with the air that we breathe. And we bring our awareness through our whole body and down the legs to the feet and to the roots that are growing out of the feet. And you just watch them growing or being there already. And you remember that there is this beautiful, loving interaction between your roots and Mother Earth. She nourishes you with all her elements, and you nourish her with your high frequency, with your love, with the light that you are. And then your roots, as always, connect to the huge inner earth crystal, Mother Earth's heart. And the moment your roots are connected, you see or you feel or you imagine that this crystal is starting to shine. It's really shining brightly, as if there would be a sun inside. And this inner sun makes the crystal shine in rainbow colors, and these rainbow colors, they come up to you, and it's a big ray of light beaming in all these different colors, and this ray of light is made of tiny, tiny, tiny little crystals, and it's just gently beaming up your roots, clearing and bringing new information in, and bringing healing and strengthening information into your roots and into your body. So if you are fine with it, just imagine you're opening up, you're saying yes, you let this in. This is the blessing from Mother Earth herself. And it's not only shines through your body, it's big, big, big. So it's a huge beam of light around you, protecting you, and also sending information throughout every layer of your being. And you can just breathe in and really enjoy it, as if you would be at some place at your wellness, wellness place, and say, so good, I let it in. This is rejuvenating. And then you may watch or feel this beam of light shining out of your body, through your crown chakra, out there, into the multiverse, and going straight to the source, meeting this place that we call God, Goddess, Source, this holy space. And the beam is really connected to that space. And from there, the moment the beam connects with Source, you can see and feel the liquid golden light from Source flowing to you, flowing around you, also in a broad beam of light, and flowing into you, into your crown chakra, and really meeting every part of you, the bones and every other structure that makes your body is being blessed with this liquid golden light from Source. And all the other levels and dimensions that you are being made of, they are being blessed by this golden light now. And you can again just enjoy it, take it in, allow it to really, it's a rich golden fluid. Take it in. So it moves through you, and it moves out of your body into your roots. And also there, when the golden light floats through your roots, it meets Mother Earth, and it gives this blessing into the earth. And you allow it to run down, down, down your roots until it reaches the earth crystal. And it connects there. And it feels so good to be kind of rooted in heaven and earth, and to be nourished by both qualities. And these are never-ending sources. These are sources, this is a source that you can really allow to be nourished from. And you go with your focus to your heart. And if you have a wish, like what is my next step, where do I want to go, or whatever, you may just bring this little focus from your heart into your consciousness and into this field today. Saying thank you for all the information that I can receive. And when it feels good for you, you make 1 or 2 breaths and open your eyes. Looking down first and slowly bringing your eyes to the screen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This also strengthens our part consciousness. We are all connected and we are interconnected through our hearts anyway, through our frequency.
Can I share, Sonia?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, as always. It was really beautiful and powerful experience with the dolphin and the dolphin pod on Tuesday. And everything that I live lately, just like fitting pieces of the puzzle together so I can keep on evolving, growing, whatever, unfolding as my truest self. And yesterday I had the first session of like I would say like it's not the other side of the coin because it works together. It's a program embodying. It's a lot about embodying, just taking the nervous system to another place when it can hold more of who you are. And it was really powerful yesterday, and I came out feeling like more grounded and calmer. And I had dinner outside because it was really beautiful. I live next to the sea, by the way. Sorry, Christy. Just it's where I moved just 2 weeks ago. Just in 2 minutes walk from the sea, and I was listening to the sea and to the owl just out there at night and watching the sunset colors. It was like a rainbow. It's this hue of the sunset when it's in the sea, and the sky is really clear. It gets this gradient of reds and oranges and yellows and green till it goes to the dark blue. And I was watching the moon, and there was Venus and Jupiter just really bright there at night. And I was looking at everything and just feeling grateful for, together with the pain and the grief that's been through, it's given me also so many gifts recently, of especially the remembering of my path with the cetaceans, with the birds and dolphins that needs to keep on unfolding, and of myself, my own light. And I was just looking at there the sky, and I thought, okay, if this is the life that I've chosen to fully live again, to shine brightly again in my full splendor, so be it.
Oh wow, what a decision.
And there was a shooting star just, as I said, so be it, there was the shooting star just. So when you said about the wish, it was like, okay, yeah, got it. Last evening there in the skies.
Yeah. Wow, thank you for sharing this. This is wonderful. And you know, Vanessa, we are speaking a lot about joy and love when we speak about dolphins and whales. But also at the same time, because they are masters of love and joy, they are masters of helping people grieve and guiding. We are not neglecting grief or other hard feelings, but they really are masters to guide us through all these processes and to guide us in a way that we are not being stuck there, that we find our way out and allow, as you say, allow yourself to shine again, the fullest light. While you are grieving, And I think this is so wonderful about us, that it can all be there all together. We don't have to neglect the one or the other feeling. It can be there together.
Yeah, and probably at least in my case, I know there's also grief for parts of myself that weren't allowed to many lifetimes
Yeah,
to be there, and just I've been missing myself so much all these months that it's, yeah, I know it's time to, together with the grief and the
yeah,
pain and everything that's still there and keeps just allowing to, like the sea with the tears, to
yeah.
be washed
To wash through,
away, embraced, and
Yeah.
acknowledged. And
Mm.
and I know my therapist says that grief is the sad side of love.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's because we have love. Yeah.
Yes. It's only possible when you can love.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is so precious. Thank you so much. And what a change. I mean, we've seen you only since Monday, and so much has changed within you.
It keeps on. So this been, and being with you all, and the Satashan helps, and being in this house, and
Yeah,
Rosie helps, and being, and and just my will of
of course.
living. Yeah.
Yeah. And your brave heart.
Brave indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I only had a phone call today from one of the women that was with us on the Dolphin boat. And she said, can it be that the dolphins did this to me? So much has changed within this 1 week. She had the feeling, like you said, Vanessa, from lifetimes, she had the feeling of so much pain from other people, maybe from lifetimes that she was carrying. And this only 1 week with us and with the dolphins and with the sea, you know, all the factors. And it's gone. And she called me and said, does this stay like this? And she found her joy back, and she found that she feels her boundaries, you know, what is my pain and what is other people's pain and things like that. And it's just 1 week of really being immersed in a human and dolphin part. And so much, like you, Vanessa, says, so much has changed. This is really, really beautiful.
For me, it's been a month and a half since I came back from Sataya. And I know it keeps unfolding, and there are many things going on in everyone's lives right now.
Yeah.
It's many things changing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's asking of us just to take this leap.
Yes, yes,
But
that's
sometimes you take the leap, but you don't see it in 3D
no,
till time
often
has
not at the
passed.
moment. Mm-hmm. But you always see it a little bit later.
So yeah,
That's true. That's the quantum leap. We are talking about that today. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. I want to talk a little bit about Joan Ocean in a minute. Piris has been reading or is reading the book, or one of the books. I love these books. I always dive into them again and again. So we have already talked a great deal about the high frequency and the role of dolphins and whales. And in addition to this high frequency and what they do to us in their high frequency, I think they are kind of living examples of how to, like Christina Athena just said, how can we live as a pod, how can we live in community, how can we stand even more together. And I think it is also important that we are conscious about, we are role models for other people. Yes, Perry just says it's 800 pages or so. I know, I know, it's really a big book. So the thing is, the key is that we aim to be more and more in what we call the unity consciousness. And the unity consciousness is also this consciousness that connects us here in this space. It's possible that we feel each other because we are connected in this field, in this unity field of consciousness. And it is this field where we can get in contact, not only with dolphins and whales, but also with them. Yeah, and they have many ways to contact us. Of course, we can be like some of us are and will be and have been in the sea with the dolphins or whales. This is a direct contact. They like to meet us in our dreams, sometimes in the daydreams, sometimes in the night dreams, sometimes in meditations when we can call them as we did. And it's very, very real in another dimension, in another reality. This really happens. And we bring back the information into our 3D physical reality. They talk a lot to us in signs and symbols. So if you want to have like a hint from them, watch out the labels of the trucks that go by, the cars that are here, the little signs that you can see here and there. They really keep communicating, and they love it. They are so funny. They love to play with us. So they give us hints and they send us signs, or the number plates of a car. Very different signs they have, and they talk a lot to us. And also it's interesting that there is more and more growing interest in dolphins and whales. So I have the feeling like they are calling people into this field. And they explained to me like it's easy for them because even unconscious people, when they come to meet them, they feel joy. And it's hardly possible not to feel joy when to meet the dolphins or whales. So they enter through the heart, and then the work can be done in the heart of people. And what they told me, and this is what I share with you now, is we can be conscious about that. We can be kind of guardians of this process. We can be living examples for the people. We can hold the frequency so that people can be touched in their heart and healing can be given to them. And we are kind of guardians for people, as the dolphins are. And through this unity consciousness, we can contact them, we can talk to them, and we call it telepathy. Joan Ocean has a better word for it. I love it. She calls it telepathy. The empathy, but it's telepathic. And she created this wonderful word. We communicate in a way of telepathy. And I'm pretty sure that you have all experienced that. That brings you in a state, at least I feel it like a little bit in my head. When I really am connected in my heart, then my head starts buzzing and I get the information, and the information exchange is starting. So this is a way of telepathy, how I experience it. And it's real fun to play with that. It gives you a lot of information and a lot of help. So, as we have said already, the knowledge from light beings, from conscious beings like dolphins and whales, is conveyed not only as pure information, but as a feeling, but as a sensation. That is because they work through our heart. They communicate with us through our heart. Yeah. But even if it's a picture we receive or a feeling that we have, it settles down in our system. You were speaking about nervous system, Vanessa. It settles down in our system as an information. We need to be careful that we don't wait for answers coming as a word. It might be a feeling, it might be some kind of impression, picture, whatever, symbol. Just allow it to settle down, because your subconscious mind will be able to read it and will really allow this information to flow into your system. And another thing that I want to share before we do the quantum leap is that we are moving from the so-called information age into the age of implementation. We go into the age of implementation. And that means what we do now, and that's why the dolphins and whales are so perfect guardians for us. This means make the knowledge tangible. Help the people feel the information. This is what we really need. And I think the more artificial intelligence we will have around, the more important this will be. This will be the part that we dolphin humans will play out, you know. We feel, I feel you, I see you, I am here with you. This is the medicine, I believe, for us and for everybody. So also, because you said maybe you want to stay in our pod, you want to do some trainings or meetups or whatever, this is what dolphin healing is about. We work a lot with our senses and with information that comes in on very different levels or in very different shapes, we can say. And it always comes in through our heart, or if it comes in my brain, I have to double check. This has to be information from the source, from the love. And this is dolphin healing. It's always like that, and it's quite playful. So what the dolphins also told me, we heard the word embodiment today from Vanessa. The dolphins have been a long time ago the first ones to tell me being whole, living my essence, you know, being whole has a lot to do with gratefully I'm how do you say, literally spoken out by them. I cite what they said, has a great deal to do with gratefully accepting the gift of physicality here on earth. Being whole has a lot to do with gratefully accepting our physicality here on earth, whilst we season our spiritual awakening responsibly and consciously with joy and lightness. And in this way, if we do that, love works within us and through us. And they really emphasize again and again how important it is to really appreciate our body, to really embody what we say, embody what we feel, and really live this body, because this is our gift. This is so important. And it's so important. They keep telling me it's important to move in my mind, but also in my body. It's important to strengthen my body. It's important to use our body, because our body will be able for much, much more interesting surprises the higher we vibrate. You know, some of the hidden keys are within our body, and we need the body to perform certain things, like walk on water or whatever, you know. We need the body to do that. We need the body to have fun. We need the body to touch each other. And the dolphins just don't stop telling me that, don't forget, you know, we speak about healing, we speak about spirituality, and so many people just beam away. But it's so important to bring it in. It's so important. And they say this is not the age of sitting in a cave and meditating alone. This is not what the dolphins tell us at the moment. You know, they really ask us to make no difference between, of course we can sit and meditate for a while if this helps us feel ourselves. Nothing wrong with that. But what they mean is, please don't make any difference between you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're meditating, you're writing a love letter, or whatever. Always, always, you are this high vibrational spiritual being in this wonderful body. So you can get your answers to your questions while you have your vacuum cleaner and walk through the house. Of course, you can. I often get my answers when I'm driving my car. In a moment when I probably don't even consciously think I want the answer now, suddenly something starts coming in. Or it can happen when I'm cooking. It can happen in any situation, really. And it's a big invitation to allow yourself to be whole, to be your truest self all the time. Not only when you are in your yoga group, or when you're in your meditation group, or when you do this or do that, and this is so special with the dolphins, and I think they want to invite us to be like them. If you swim with them, you have realized probably it feels very normal. They do their thing. They swim, they have fun, they eat, they sleep, whatever. But they are very conscious, high vibrational beings all the time, no matter what they do. And so are we. So are we. And this takes a little bit of practice just to be conscious about that. I am connected all the time. I am high vibrational all the time. And what I do is a bit secondary. But firstly, I need to be aware that I am this spiritual being in this wonderful body. Yeah. Another thing I just want to mention is, maybe you read the book from Susan Casey. Susan Casey is a New York journalist. I think the book is called Oceans in the Sea. It's a bit a tough one. There are very beautiful parts in it, but very, very sad parts. So it's not so easy to take it in. But it's a very, very good book. And anyway, why I tell you is, this is Susan Casey is a journalist, and she loves the sea as much as I know, but she wasn't really involved in dolphin, and not even in dolphin spiritual groups, not at all. But she started to write this book, and she really went to all different beautiful and cruel places on earth that are connected to dolphins, to Tai Chi in Japan, and to places in the South Pacific where they are being caught and sold, and there's a big mafia business going on, since she was really in dangerous places also. But she also was in Hawaii and met John Ocean, so she really took the whole thing, and she interviewed a lot of people, and she wanted to understand the significance of the dolphins, and she really approached it from a non-esoteric perspective. But what she said is, she was being transformed through her journey, through her investigations. She realized that she was transformed, and she writes in her book that everyone who has engaged with dolphins so far, in her experience, has been profoundly transformed. Isn't that great? And this is, the words from a journalist. And she also says that everyone who engages with dolphins and dolphin healing qualities also undergoes a big transformation. And I just wanted to give you this perspective, because we are all very engaged into spirituality, but even a woman with a completely different perspective found out that there is something huge going on with herself and with everybody involved. So this is really beautiful. Voices in the Ocean. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let me just see what we do before we travel. Maybe we start. When we talk about living our truest self, because this is what the dolphins want, really. They want us to live our truest self and to have as much fun as we can. So when we talk about that, we can call it embodiment. We can say I embody the version that I want to be. Or I have a lot of exercises how to embody it, how to get used, how to work with my nervous system to get used to embodying the next version. There's a lot to say about. This would be too much for now. There's really a lot to say about how can I embody, how, what exercises or what thoughts or whatever helps me to be there. The thing is, the more I love myself, and the better I know myself, the better I know my body, my subconscious mind, as much as I can know that, my emotions, the easier it is for me to manifest everything I wish. The easier it is for me to know what is the next step. The more I love myself, the more I agree with who I am now, the easier it is to bring this. Because when I love myself, when I say I'm okay with myself, or even love myself, I have a high frequency. And this I understood. The dolphins told me 30 years ago, we show you how to manifest your dream life. And I didn't understand it in the beginning, but now I know they help us to vibrate high. And high vibration is our entrance ticket. With no high vibration, no way I can manifest my dream life. No way I can embody who I want to be. If I do not vibrate high, meaning feeling love and joy and peace with myself, with my life at the moment, even though I have another dream to develop, but at the moment still, if I do not agree with what I live now, it's a little bit difficult not to get stuck in, but I wish. Instead of wishing, we have to be in a state of, I'm okay with myself, and I'm so happy and so much seeing my next step, even if I don't see it yet, but I need to bring myself into an emotion of yes, I'm ready, I see the next step, so that it's kind of natural that I am there. Maybe that's a little help also, Judy, for you, because if we get stuck in I wish to live by the sea, and I hope something. Hello. The universe, we are in a universe of resonance. So what is resonating back to you is, okay, she's a wishing person, so we need to keep it away from her so that she can stay in the position of I wish. This is dangerous, we need to be careful not to fall into this trap. So what is meant by embodiment is, and by high frequency, which is the only way we can embody our dream. If I am happy just because I am, Monday we talked about that. I am just joyful. I am happy. I bring myself into a state of, I don't know the next step, but I'm joyful and I know it's gonna be great. I decide the next step is super easy and wonderful, and I know it. Thank you, universe. I know what to do. And the more it sounds like a paradoxon, but the more you manage to be in this state, the more you slide into the next phase. Do you understand what I mean? And this is what the dolphins show us. They say you need to vibrate high, and you need to behave as if it would be there already. Even if you don't know what exactly it will be, but like, how do you want to feel? Oh, I feel grateful. Oh, I feel I live at the best place on earth for myself. Even if you don't know the country, but I feel very happy. This is the perfect place. Thank you very much. And you bring your frequency into that space. This is a kind of embodiment that we mean. And this is the love to yourself and the love to your life. that brings you into that state. And this is also a kind of a rebellious thought. You know, I call it the love rebellion or the love revolution. You know, when we break free from this concept of how people should live and from this little cage of mind and money and reality and whatever so many people are in, this is a revolution. And the thing that brings us out there is love and high frequency and joy. Actually, it's kind of we laugh and we love out of the cage. And it sounds too simple for many people to believe it, but this is the way how it works. This is a real shortcut, because that would be kind of 2 modules in the Dolphin healing training, because it's a big subject. But I just want to give you the key information. The key information, bring yourself into the feeling of having fun, having love, having joy, and just pretending whatever you wish is already there. Being grateful, like Judy, be grateful that you know all your answers already. Be grateful, say, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, this is so cool. You have to kind of, if this is the answer, you have to match this frequency. That's the miracle. We have learned to wait and ask, and we all do that, you know, we ask, we speak, we wait, but we need to be careful that once you know your question, you need to go up there as if it had already been answered. There is another example for that before we do the inner journey. There is a kind of gap between you now and the you want to be. And there are many, many ways how we can close this gap. But that's all about it. That's the quantum leap. How do I get from here to there? And there are many ways. We can fill it up with affirmations, with mantras, with exercises. But we can also find tools how to kind of close the gap, to jump over there. We can bring the future self in certain meditations. So there are many, many ways, but just be aware, there is this gap. So I pretend I'm already there, and I feel, as often as I feel this situation, the gap can close easier. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, this is for this little time we have, a very shortcut information, I know. We can dive in that another time more, but I think it's important because we are so trained to ask and wait until we get information. The dolphins say just pretend you are there. Speak in present tense, don't speak in future tense, speak in present tense. Thank you that I have the information. Thank you that I feel wonderful. This is so great, this is so great. And behave as if it would already been given to you. And you come to this frequency where the gap is closed. So let me just see what we do now. One more thing that I want to mention is time, because we often think it takes time that I get there, it takes time that I get information, it takes time. So we need to be aware that time and space are constructs for us humans, especially time, but also space, but especially time is only for our, it's a kind of filter for our perception. If we wouldn't have the filter of time, we probably couldn't really live as humans. You know, it would be too much if we would perceive everything at the same time. Everything at the same time, we would probably go nuts. So we have this filter that we can orientate ourselves. Hello, that we can make arrangements with each other. This is a kind of help, but it's nothing more than help for us. And so the interesting question is, like, if certain processes, like our body kind of showing symptoms of getting older, if this is not time, if time is not the thing, what is it? Because time obviously cannot be it, if it's just a construct for our perception. So the answer is, it is information. It is information, the information that sits in our DNA, the information that sits in our subconscious mind. This golden thing is information. And let that sink in, because information is something we can change. Because sometimes in our DNA or in our mindset, there is information that is not very helpful for us. And maybe there is information has been there for generations, or maybe for 1,000 years, and information that by the age of something, the body starts with certain changes. But the good news is, this is just information. So we only have to learn how to neutralize information, how to delete information, and how to let new information in. But as soon as you have the awareness, oh, it is all a question of information, then it makes even more sense to really connect to the Mother Earth crystal, to connect with Source, to let information in that tells your cells, you are holy, you are at ease, you are limitless, and all that, Take all that information in and just be in the awareness that all the information that blocks you from growing, that all the information that blocks you from knowing what is my next step, just with your consciousness, release the information. Release it and say, okay, I release all the information that is blocking me. And I allow all the information that is helping me to be my fullest version. I allow it in. And I do not care how it comes to me. I just allow it in. And dolphins and whales have the ability to see us in our wholeness, together with or alongside with all the information that is written in us. The dolphins and whales can decode all the information within us. And that is the cool thing. And because they also see the divine blueprint. So if you're very lucky and the dolphins work with you, they can do an update and upgrade all the time. They see your divine blueprint and they see the misinformation in your system. And you can ask them to exchange as much as your system can hold at the moment. Because we need to be careful, as Vanessa said, of our nervous system. We don't want to stretch it too much. So we need to, because then the nervous system starts to be, blocking and working against us. So one step at a time, we ask the dolphins or the whales, can you please do the next, whatever you call it, update, upgrade, as much as my nervous system can take in, and tomorrow we do the next step. Because the nervous system always has to know, I am safe. I am safe. Everything is good. I can live with that. This is good. This is what we need to tell our nervous system. And the dolphins we can tell, please, yes please, it's okay for me. Please help me do that. And that's fantastic that they see that and that they help us. So also important is, let's make a conscious decision every day on what information do I let in and what information do I not let into my system. I mean, we are highly conscious beings here. I think you do that anyway, but I just remind you, be careful on what information do you allow into your system. What information makes you grow? What information makes you slow? It's very important to choose. So maybe before I invite you, I would invite you to do another meditation or inner journey to meet your quantum self, or your fullest and most joyful and most healthy version. Before we do that, maybe you give me just one word, one sentence, because this was a lot of information now in a short time. And maybe you just want to give me a word or a sentence. Where are you now at the moment? You can say it or write it down as you wish. Calm. Thank you.
Very grateful for the dolphin and whale medicine and for all of you beautiful ones.
Thank you so much. I agree, says Petty. I'm very happy to manage that I'm here now. Yeah, good, Rosa. I'm happy too. I just want to say, like Judy says, I feel calm. And I feel that it makes me calm when I realize everything is here anyway. Everything is in the field. That means if I open up and I allow this information that is good for me to sink in, I can be very calm because I know it's here anyway and I'm connected via this unity consciousness field. I am connected, so I allow the information to come to me and I don't care how it will find me. Joyful resonance with that which you are expressing and the energy of all of us present. It's a miracle. Yes. Thank you so much. And you know what? We were discussing that some time ago. Maybe in this high frequency room, that what we call miracle is the new normal. That's what I believe. And it's so beautiful that we experience that now. Okay, so let me just explain to you. This is let's call it quantum travel, and you all know what a Merkaba is, right? Do you know that? So I will tell you a little bit later. We get ready to meet this. Oh, sorry, I read again. I feel this high energy and be very thankful to you, Sonja. Thank you very much, Rosa. Danke, danke. So this Merkaba, a big one, so that you have space to enter it, is your transport medium, let's say it like that, your UFO. And to all of you, yeah, thank you, Rosa. So I will invite you to enter your Merkaba, and with that we travel, and we travel to a certain place in a certain dimension where this version of you is already alive. Because if time, does not exist in the multiverse, your next version, let's call it your next version, does already exist. All your versions do exist. And the only thing is, how do we touch this timeline, and how do we connect it with that what we believe is our now? And this is the whole game we're playing. That we start quantum leaping means I jump from one timeline, from one reality to the next one, because they are all here. And high frequency is a good key to match the right one. The right one is the one that, I wish to live at the moment. And then there will be a next one and the next one. We are like plants, we can keep growing. There doesn't have to be an end, Also, so many people learn that, you have to be a bit more humble. You cannot want and grow and grow. But it's not about not being humble. It's about knowing that there are limitless versions of me existing, and I can choose which one I want to experience right now. Which one is more beneficial for me and for everybody else. So it's not about our ego wanting. It's about our soul wanting to express herself and bringing the most amount of joy and love to this place here. Yeah. And I think, the more we live that what we love, the more we really trigger other people to do the same. They see, oh, it is possible, and if it's possible for her, maybe it can be possible for me as well. So it's important. It really is important. Okay, so if you are ready, you make yourself comfortable. And you close your eyes. And we start from a feeling of, I am grateful, I am joyful, and yet I am ready to grow and to develop and to change my reality. I am ready to live another reality that makes me even brighter and lighter and makes me live more love for the best of everything and everyone. So we agree that there exists within this multiverse, within this quantum field, there is a version of you that we now call your quantum self. This quantum self is something like your truest self. And we go and visit her. So you make 3 deep conscious breaths. You feel good wherever you are. And you take your decision that you go and visit your truest quantum self right now. Your light body is going to travel and bring all the information back home. And once you've decided to do so, you see or hear or feel a Merkaba floating very close to you, floating above the ground and stopping a few meters away from you. You feel the sensation of the Merkaba being around. This is a high vibrational conscious being also, carrying you in a protected space. Maybe you smell it even. This frequency of the Merkaba has a certain smell. And you open your eyes and you walk towards this Merkaba. It is awaiting you and it's opening a kind of door. It's sliding to the side so that you can enter. And you enter this Merkaba. It's your personal Merkaba. You can call that any time you want to quantum travel. And you go into the Merkaba, and you can decide whether to sit down or to stand or to lie down even. It's enough space for you. And you feel very comfortable in there. It's really good to be there. And you feel and see there is a violet light within the Merkaba. And this violet light is helping you, is taking out all the worries or a little bit rest of heaviness, something like that. It's just taking it out of you easily. Just allow the violet to work with you. Makes it easier to travel. Takes away the heavy luggage. For your Merkaba, this is just a routine work to do and help you. Whenever you travel in her, she works with a violet light. And when this is done, you realize everything in the Merkaba is becoming to get golden. Golden light is filling the atmosphere within the Merkaba now. Everything is gold. Maybe you smell that it smells differently. It feels, the air feels differently. And the golden light starts to vibrate through your body, preparing you to the journey. Everything is gold and rich and full. It gives you the information of there is enough of everything for you. Take it in. And when you feel you are ready, you imagine that there is something like a sat-nav in the Merkaba. And you make your decision as if you would type it in. You know, the destination is my highest self, my quantum self, or my truest self, whatever is the right word for you. In this quantum field, that is where I am traveling now. The door of the Merkaba has already closed. The destination is clear. And I count from 3 to 1, and you will be traveling and you will be there. 3, you realize that your Merkaba starts to spin. The one part clockwise, the other part anti-clockwise. And it starts to spin. 2, it is swirling through the multiverse. And you have the feeling that you're really flying through this multiverse. And 1, you feel that it has landed. Your Merkaba stands still. Take your time, breathe. And as the door opens, before you walk out, just breathe, smell. Get your first impression of this reality, because it is a true reality where you exist. And when you are ready, you step out. And you have all your senses on. You see, you hear, you smell, you feel. Where are you? Is this nature? Are there houses? Is this a city? Are you in or by the water? In a forest? Just check out, where am I here? Take it all in. Take all the impressions in. You can walk around. You can start moving. And at some point, you see your quantum self. And if you don't see her, you feel her. And if you see her, just watch her. If you feel her, still watch her with your feelings. Who is that woman? What is she wearing? How is her facial expression? What feeling does she give me? Take your time to really observe her before you get in contact. What is she doing? Does she wear shoes or is she barefoot? Is she naked or does she have clothes? And when you are ready, you might want to approach her even more or to start talking to her. See how she welcomes you. She knows you. Maybe you just want to stand in front of her and look into her eyes, her beautiful eyes full of love. Maybe you want to talk to her, maybe you have a question to her. Like, what do I need to know? What information do I need to have to do my next step towards you? How did I get here to be you? And you look into her eyes and there is pure love because it is you. And then you allow that there is a big green beam of light from your heart to hers and from her heart to yours. You connect your hearts. And then you connect your third eyes. You have a gold or dark blue ray of light from your third eye to hers and from hers to yours. And being a woman, you may also want to connect your bellies with a beautiful red, juicy beam of light from belly to belly. And you're so connected, you feel this strong connection. And you're so grateful. And through your connection and through your eyes as well, you can say to yourself that I let go of any information that is blocking me from becoming this version. I let go, I delete every information that is blocking me from my highest self version. And I download all the information from my truest self into me that is helping me becoming my truest version, becoming the love, the light that I am. I download, and you feel that through these beams of light that you are connected to, all the information is streaming into your light body. Take it in, allow it to happen, while you look into her beautiful eyes. Let the download happen. Breathe and allow it to happen. And when you feel it's done, then it's done for today. You may come back tomorrow, but it's good for today. And you imagine that these three beams of light separate again. So her energy center is in her body and yours is in yours. The third eye, the heart, the belly goes back to place. Yet you will always be connected in love. And you will always now remember who she is that you are. And you can always come back here. Maybe also just to spend time here. To get used to this version of you. You may want to smile to her, to tell her how much you love her and how grateful you are. You may also want to ask her to stay connected. If you want, you can allow her to send you information through the vibration of love. So that you, in a short while, will be living her. Because she is you. And what you are doing right now is you bring together two timelines, two realities, you make them one. So if you are ready, you say goodbye to her, knowing that from now on you will forever be connected. Feel how you feel right now. Take one more look into this reality. What do you want to remember from here? And then, when both of you have said goodbye, which is not a goodbye at all, but just for this experience, you turn around and you walk back to your Merkaba that is standing there waiting for you. Take in all the feelings that you have, all the smell and the beauty. Take it in. The door of the Merkaba opens and you walk in, knowing that now you can always come back here. In the Merkaba, you find yourself in this golden field, high vibrational golden field. And again, with your decision, you activate the sat-nav, telling it that you go back to this place where your physical 3D body is right now, in your space, in your home, wherever you started the journey from. You want to go back there. And I count from 3 to 1, and when I say 1, your light body enters through your heart into your physical body. 3, the Merkaba starts hovering again. One part spinning clockwise, the other part spinning anti-clockwise. 2, you feel that you're really traveling fast throughout time and space in the multiverse. And 1, it's quiet again. You have landed. The Merkaba door opens. You step out. And you find yourself sitting here. Your heart is open, so it's easy for your light body to walk in there. Zoom into the physical body. And take some moments time to let all this information sink in, to really let this information sink into your whole being, into your physical reality, as a truth that you have now experienced. Feel how it feels. Embody this new version that you brought home. And say thank you to yourself that you are on the way, that you are moving, that you are brave-hearted. And that nothing can stop you. You are wonderful. And if you are ready, you may want to open your eyes. Maybe you want to stretch yourself a little bit. Slowly open your eyes, looking down first, and slowly coming to the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you for trusting and for traveling with us. This is so cool. And when we were talking about embodiment, one exercise that is really cool is, you might remember one detail about her. Embrace it. If she had shoes, wear shoes like that. If she was barefoot, go barefoot and think, I am her. Just a few minutes a day. If she had a certain smile, make that smile, knowing, I am her. These are we call it quantum entanglement. These are the moments when you really, the timelines touch. Think of what you have experienced right now and feel it. Boop, and we have it there. It's like a little anchor that we throw. Chick, chick. And the more we have, the easier it grows together. Do you feel this energy in the room right now? It's very special. Thank you. This is so cool. Thank you very much. Oh, Vanessa says, I bought a beautiful dress on my birthday last week. Happy birthday. And your quantum self wore that. This is so cool. So whenever you may just want to wear it like 5 minutes a day, if you don't want to wear it for the day, but wear it and feel her. This is embodiment. Even if you wear it at home for 5 minutes, but wear it consciously and say, I am her. So important. It's a goddess dress. Yes, of course. What else? So good. Wear it and feel it, or feel her, feel you in the new version, and walk around in your house. Walk with this dress and say, yes, 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 it's me. Yeah, you knew it already, didn't you? So I invite you to share just a little bit before we have to say goodbye. Whatever you want to share, bear in mind you want to be grateful for something, because gratefulness always emphasizes the manifestation. But maybe you want to share what you take home now.
I would like to share.
Thank you.
What I'm grateful for is this event. Everything clicked together. The way you prepared us with the truest self. And so to me, what I got when I was with her was the truest. What's happening now is the unraveling of everything that is not our self, right? So
Yeah.
it's when I forget that that's what's happening, it's unbearable, excruciating. But when I remember that's what's coming up to be released, I'm like celebrating.
Yes.
Oh, when I was with me, her, I got that this is what the great ascension is now we went through this experiment of we forget who we are, our quantum self, truest self is existing seemingly separate, and now we are embodying that. That's what's causing the golden age.
That's
Is
true.
and any of their empathic selves, our telepathy that has always yearned, felt like I wasn't doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly it's like that's impossible.
Yes.
So I feel very, very happy, and joyful, and there are no words really. Again, and there's, she had violet eyes, I just want to say.
Oh, wow.
Yes, which made me very happy. I've always wished I had blue eyes, and I know brown eyes sparkle, but I wanted blue eyes. And then I was like, oh, I don't want blue eyes anymore. I already have violet eyes.
Violet eyes. Imagine that.
So yeah, it's
Oh,
a
wow.
very happy occasion. Thank you with all my heart.
I thank you so much. And I thank you for everything that you shared because it's so true. It's so true. And there would be so much more we could dive into, but for today, it's already a lot. Thank you so much. Also, Vanessa wrote, thank you, Christine, for the reminder. Yes. And Judy says, thank you. I felt beauty and love. She is so gracious, lovely, kind, and full. And you know what, Judy? Your facial expression changed a lot. I can see her in you now. Not that you appeared so much differently before, but it's this tenderness, this softness. It's really, now I can really see it. Thank you. And always remember, it's just about remembering. Meeting her is just a mirror to remember I am her. Let's allow her to live. Thank you. Perry, for me it was light, like the sun, but soft. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So every day you look into the sun, remember, oh, that's me. Maybe you're a daughter of the sun. The happiest news I've ever received. Yes, daughter of the sun. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Anyone else just want to share something, or is it that? Monica, thank you for the feeling of heartfelt love and warmth of my true self. Danke, danke, danke. Thank you. I also could feel it very much as a wise person than have an image, but I feel so wonderful. Images, some people have images, but many people have feelings and not real images, and it doesn't matter, it's no difference. It's an information for you, for your system. That's what matters. And you feel wonderful. Thank you so much. My pleasure, my pleasure. I love these quantum travels and the travels to the dolphins, because they all remind us who we truly are. And that's all that counts. Talking about information, we unlearned or were disinformed a great deal. So it's important to remember and take the true information in again. And the truth is, we are all goddesses, and the men are gods in a way of, human expression of the source. That is the truth. So beautiful. Thank you so much. This has been just altogether lovely. Thank you for creating this beautiful space. Yes, I love to create spaces like this. I really love it. Thank you so much. And I think, just being with you gives me even more motivation to do more of that. I really, really love it. And I love to see us all bloom and to see these miracles that are going to be our new normal. I love it. And this is the little bridge to what I wanted to tell you, how you can be in touch with us or stay in this bubble. There is one thing you can always do, is the first Monday of every month. I do, and this again is European time, 9 o'clock European time. You want to check out what this is in your time. Every first Monday in a month I do a free healing session online, and you just go to my website, dolphinwings.com, and you have I have to think about it actually, because up to now I have done it in German. Maybe I want to do it in 2 languages from now on. I probably have to find a version to speak German and English in. I'll do that. The next one is on Monday already, so I will find a way to speak English and German, because I do a short kind of meditation. I'll do it in both languages, and then I give a healing like 15-20 minutes in silence. And I will record it, so on my website you always have the replay. And underneath the video of the replay you have the link for the next one. And you can just join. So that is the easiest way to really join and to get your healing each month. So if the time isn't good for you, you can always dive into the replay and take the frequency for yourself. And the other thing is that AM, it's 9 o'clock AM European time. It's 9 to 9:30. It's just half an hour, around about half an hour. Me talking a little bit and then sending you all the healing. And maybe 1 or 2 days after that I have the new video, the new replay on the website. And the other thing is, if you really want to dive deep, you can come to our what we call trainings. In actual fact, it is a training, but the dolphins say it's only to train yourself to become who you really are, So it's a word from us humans, from learning and growing, but the dolphins have another idea about it. Of course you get information, but it's all about becoming. Oh wow, it's 3 a.m. for you. Oh wow. Yeah, you want to decide. Maybe you want to do it, or you watch the replay the next day. Whatever is good for you. This is so cool. And I'm doing some of the modules offline and online, but I do all of them also online. So we actually have 5 modules. The module 1 is really you're fun, 3 o'clock. I'll see if you're there on Monday. In the middle of the night. This is cool. Thank you very much, Louisa. I will send you all the information in an email anyway. I just wanted to mention it. We will start in July. Let me see when that was. From 13th of July, we start with the module 1, is 8 sessions. Same time like that now, and we start with another one mid of October. And yes, sorry, I'm interrupted by your funny talks. You can call each other and wake each other up. That's good. Good idea. So if you are interested, I send you all the details. You can jump in July. This is 8 evenings, and then we have a follow-up call, one call a month, where we meet again and do similar things like now. We have topics that we talk about. We share healings. You practice how to give healings to somebody. So basically, with the module 1, you learn how to share dolphin healing, to give a healing to yourself, to somebody else, over distance or directly. And then there is a module 2 where it's all about ourselves, to really self-empower ourselves to live this version of us. And then we have 2 more modules dealing a lot about quantum physics and all we need to know about that space. And then we have the module 5 that is even more deep dive. Having understood all that increases our possibilities in healing, in understanding what information from the quantum field can I get, can I use, how can I connect these people with their future self, and whatever, things like that. So it's really, really great. We have, not only do we have great success when sharing healings with people, but it's just so cool to be this community and to grow together and to share what we experience. So that's what I really love about it. So, and it's for the pricing, if you want to know, one module is 800 euros, including the 20% tax already. And if you want to go for all the 5 ones, it's 3,300 instead of 4,000. So this is just a rough idea. But if you're interested, I send you all the details. And thank you, Vanessa. Thank you very much. And we'll stay in contact. All the best for you. Also, what I want to say, the last thing is, what I mentioned that I'm planning with some of the speakers that we offer some meetings, that we really hold the pot together. I think that is very, very important, that we stay in contact, we share, and we have meetups. So as soon as I have set up my email addresses again, and because that is connected to my newsletter and to my website, as I told you, as soon as I've done that, hopefully next week, I can start this new communication. Because there was some energy that wanted to interrupt this heavenly communication, but we don't allow that. No. Just 2 weeks of interruption, but then we start again. Yeah, so if you're interested, just send me an email. The new email address that you can really get me is either sonia.hagen, I send it in the chat. Sonia.hagen, or the official one is contact at. Both work. So just please get into contact with me, and I send you the details, and we make everything possible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up and for holding this space with me and for being your fullest and brightest and most loving version. Thank you so much. We keep going on. We keep dancing on. Yes, yes, yes. All the best to you. Bye bye. See you soon. Edith, du darfst das Meeting beenden. Danke.